You don't need a single dollar to build an amazing Xbox library, and that surprises a lot of players. I'm Alice, and I've dug through tons of titles to find the best free ones actually worth your time. Let's jump straight into the list. Game number 1 has to be Fortnite. And honestly, it still feels like the game that changed everything for free multiplayer on consoles. Building, shooting, dancing, whatever mood you're in, Fortnite has a mode for it. Before we go further, quick favor. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and drop your favorite game from this list in the comments. It genuinely helps this channel grow. Back to Fortnite though. The crossovers alone are wild. From movie characters to musicians hosting concerts inside the game, it's chaotic in the best way. And even after all these years, it somehow still feels fresh every single season. Number 2 on this list is Apex Legends. And if you love fast tactical shooters, this one hits different. The ping system alone makes teamwork so much easier, even with strangers. Each legend brings a totally different ability set, so matches rarely feel repetitive. Respawn clearly put thought into map design too, with verticality that rewards smart movement. I'll admit, ranked mode stressed me out at first, but once it clicked, it became one of my favorite ways to unwind after a long day. Third up is Call of Duty Warzone, and if you want pure adrenaline, this delivers every time. Up to 150 players drop into a shrinking map, and the tension only builds from there. Gunplay feels tight and responsive, which matters a lot in a battle royale. I love how random the outcomes can be. One moment you're hiding in a building, the next you're clutching a final gunfight. It's intense, sometimes frustrating, but always exciting enough to jump back in. Game 4 is Rocket League, easily one of the simplest ideas turned into one of the best competitive games ever made. Cars, a giant ball, and a soccer field. That's really it. Watching a perfectly timed aerial goal never gets old, even after hundreds of hours. The learning curve is real though, so don't expect to pull off insane plays right away. Give it time, practice your boost management, and honestly, this might become the game you play more than anything else. Fifth on the list is Genshin Impact, a massive open-world RPG that somehow costs nothing to start exploring. The story scans. Fifth on the list is Genshin Impact, a massive open-world RPG that somehow costs nothing to start exploring. The story scans multiple nations, each with its own culture, music, and elemental theme. Combat lets you swap between 4 characters mid-fight, which keeps things dynamic. I personally got hooked on the exploration more than the combat, climbing mountains and gliding across lakes just to see what's there. It's a huge time investment, but a genuinely beautiful one. Number 6 is Warframe, a game that has quietly become one of the most content-rich free titles on Xbox. What starts as simple space ninja combat slowly opens into deep customization and sprawling lore. New players might feel overwhelmed early on, and honestly, I did too. Stick with it though, because the movement system alone, all that fluid parkour across levels, makes combat feel incredibly satisfying once it clicks. 7th is Destiny 2, a shooter that blends looter mechanics with genuinely great gunplay. The core story campaign is free, and raids with friends remain some of the best cooperative content in gaming. Bungie's sci-fi universe is dense, sometimes confusingly so, but the atmosphere and music pull you in fast. I keep coming back for the shooting alone. It just feels incredible in a way few other games manage to replicate consistently. 8th on this list is Roblox, which technically isn't one game, but an entire platform. 8th on this list is Roblox, which technically isn't one game, but an entire platform full of them. Millions of user-made experiences live inside it, from horror games to obby platformers to full-on roleplay towns. There's genuinely something for every age and mood here. I'll admit it's not really built for me, but watching younger players create entire worlds inside it is honestly kind of impressive every time I check back in. Number 9 is Overwatch 2, Blizzard's colorful hero shooter that leans hard into team composition and character abilities. Every hero feels distinct. Tanks, damage, support, each role changes how a match plays out completely. The art style is vibrant, and the voice lines add a lot of personality. Some seasons land better than others in my opinion, but when the balance feels right, few shooters are this fun to play with friends. 10th is Halo Infinite, and its multiplayer being fully free was honestly a huge deal for longtime Xbox fans. The big team battle chaos alone brings back so much nostalgia from earlier entries. Gunplay feels classic Halo, weighty and satisfying, while the ranked arena modes reward precision and map knowledge. It took a rocky launch to get here, but the current state of Infinite multiplayer is genuinely solid for anyone missing that old-school Halo feeling. 11th on the list is Marvel Rivals, and this one blew up fast for good reason. Playing as Iron Man, Storm, or Spider-Man in a fast-paced hero shooter just hits different for comic fans. Destructible environments add a layer most competitors don't have. The character variety keeps every match feeling different too. I wasn't expecting to like it this much, but it quickly became one of my most played free games this year. 12th is Fall Guys, a chaotic obstacle course battle royale that never takes itself too seriously. Dozens of beans wobble, dive, and stumble through wacky rounds until only a few remain. It's easy to pick up with friends and always leads to laughing at something ridiculous happening on screen. There's nothing deep about it strategically, but honestly, sometimes that's exactly the kind of low-pressure fun a game night needs. 13th on this list is Brawlhalla, a platform fighter that clearly takes inspiration from Smash Bros. While carving its own identity. The roster mixes original characters with surprising crossovers pulled from pop culture. Matches are fast, chaotic, and easy to learn, even if mastering it takes real time. I like how forgiving it feels for newcomers compared to other fighting games. It's a great pick if you want couch multiplayer chaos without spending anything. 14th is PUBG Battlegrounds, basically the game that kickstarted the entire battle royale genre we all know today. The tension of looting quietly while listening for footsteps still hits harder here than in most competitors. Realistic gunplay and slower pacing make every fight feel like it actually matters. It's not as flashy as newer shooters, but there's something satisfying about going back to where this whole genre really started. 15th on the list is Paladins, often called the underdog compared to bigger hero shooters, but honestly, it deserves more attention. Card-based loadouts let you customize abilities before every match, which adds a layer of strategy other games skip. The cartoonish art style keeps things light and colorful throughout. It's not perfectly balanced all the time, but the sheer variety of playstyles available makes it worth trying at least once. 16th is Path of Exile, and if you love ridiculously deep action RPG systems, this one will eat your free time completely. The skill tree alone looks like a small galaxy the first time you open it. Loot hunting and build crafting go incredibly deep here, rewarding players who love theory crafting. It's not exactly beginner-friendly. I struggled early on myself, but the payoff once a build comes together is genuinely addictive. 17th on this list is War Thunder, a vehicle combat game covering planes, tanks, and ships across different historical eras. The attention to detail in vehicle models is honestly impressive for a free title. Battles can feel slow-paced compared to typical shooters, since positioning and patience matter more than reflexes alone. It's a niche pick, but for history-minded gamers or vehicle combat fans, it scratches an itch few other free games touch. 18th is World of Tanks, another vehicle combat title, but focused entirely on armored warfare and team strategy. Positioning, angling armor, and picking the right moment to peak really matter here. The tank roster spans decades of military history, which is genuinely fascinating if that's your thing. It rewards patience over aggression most of the time, so it might feel slow at first, but methodical players will likely enjoy this a lot. 19th on the list is Final Fantasy XIV, and the free trial genuinely includes an absurd amount. 19th on the list is Final Fantasy XIV, and the free trial genuinely includes an absurd amount of content. You can play through the base story plus 2 full expansions without paying anything. The writing here is some of the best in any MMO. Seriously, stick with the slower early hours. Once the story picks up pace, it becomes hard to put down. This might be the best value free trial in gaming right now. 20th is 2XKO, Riot's fighting game built around League of Legends characters, and the art style alone makes it stand out instantly. Watching familiar champions like Jinx fight in a completely new genre feels surprisingly fresh. The combo system leans complex, which can feel intimidating early on. Riot has a strong track record with competitive multiplayer though, so the depth here makes sense. It's quickly becoming one of the more exciting free fighters available. 21st on this list is Wizard 101, a long-running PC classic that finally made its way to Xbox. Combat uses a card-based spell system tied to different magic schools, which feels genuinely unique compared to typical MMO combat. The visuals show their age a bit, but the writing and voice acting more than make up for it. If you grew up with this game on PC, revisiting it on console feels oddly nostalgic. 22nd is Naraka Bladepoint, a battle royale that swaps typical gunplay for melee combat and grappling hooks. Zipping across the map with a hook before diving into a sword fight feels genuinely different from anything else on this list. The martial arts-inspired combat has real depth once you learn parry timing. It's chaotic in the best way, and honestly, one of the more refreshing battle royale twists released in recent years. 23rd on the list is MultiVersus, Warner Bros. Crossover platform fighter that returned after a rocky first launch. Seeing characters like Batman, Shaggy, and Bugs Bunny fight in one arena is still a fun concept on paper. The relaunched version plays smoother and feels more balanced overall. It had a bumpy road getting here, but the current state makes it a solid free pick for platform fighter fans looking for something different. 24th is Smite, a MOBA that swaps the usual top-down camera for third-person action combat instead. Playing as mythological gods from different pantheons adds a fun layer most MOBAs don't have. Positioning and aiming actually matter here, in a way that feels closer to an action game. It's a solid entry point if traditional MOBAs ever clicked for you, since the perspective alone changes how combat feels completely. Rounding out the list at 25 is Splitgate Arena Reloaded, an arena shooter that mixes classic, fast-paced gunfights with portal mechanics straight out of a puzzle game. Placing portals mid-fight to flank or escape adds a layer no other shooter on this list really has. It went through a rough relaunch, but the current version feels tighter and more focused. It's a great way to close out this list with something genuinely creative.